this is crazy.
Yeah.
This guy's 40 years old and still can crack and still as fast as lightning.
He's still got speed that kind of compares to the average or above average speed that's out there today.
Joe Rogan was left stunned after seeing 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao's latest training footage, calling it unbelievable and noting that despite being close to 50, Pacquiao still moved like a fighter in his prime. Rogan praised his speed, power, and sharpness, pointing out that none of it has faded with age and that a legendary boxer still looks absolutely incredible.
Still not normal, but he's still like a professional heavyweight boxer. He's still terrifying.
Joe Rogan described Manny Pacquiao as a whole different kind of fighter, one who doesn't rely on trash talk or hype, but instead proves everything inside the ring. Even at 46, Pacquiao's discipline, speed, and power speak louder than words, and his focus, humility, and dangerous skill set show he's still a force to be reckoned with.
He's an interesting guy, man, because he's so friendly.
Right.
You know, like even like when people are trash talking, he's like smiling, and then he gets in that ring.
Kick your ass later.
Different fucking dude.
Right.
Once he steps through that ropes, like this is a whole different set of rules he's flying with.
Like, Keith Thurman talking about you gonna crucify him and stuff like that, and he just like,
don't say that. Yeah. Okay.
And got crucified.
Yeah, but he's
I wish you the best
too.
Good luck in the fight.
Recent training footage of Manny Pacquiao has sparked fresh discussion, showing him hitting pad with sharp focus and surprising speed. His punches flow in rapid combinations, and his movement still carries the elusive footwork that once troubled elite fighters. Even at 46, there's a spark in his rhythm, a clear reminder of the explosive style that made him a legend in the ring. Joe Rogan has often praised Manny Pacquiao's extraordinary boxing career, calling his achievement of winning world titles in 8 different weight classes both rare and historic. He admires not just the sheer number of championships, but also Pacquiao's remarkable speed, agility, and the raw power in his tank-like legs, which provide unmatched strength and endurance. Rogan believes this unique blend of speed and power made Pacquiao a one-of-a-kind force capable of dominating opponents across multiple divisions.
Greatest boxer maybe in my generation, Manny Pacquiao.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Destroy.
Manny Pacquiao. He
fucking just
won world
destroyed.
titles in 8 different weight classes. Who the fuck does that?
And the way he did it, like I'm a huge fan of Cotto. I love this school, and the way that he beat Cotto, I didn't think nobody could ever do that to me. And it was just like, bro, what the fuck?
Well, his legs, Manny's legs are like tree trunks.
Yeah, and the hand
crazy.
speed, the power,
speed, everything.
I just always wish that the Mayweather Pacquiao fight would have took place many years before than when it did. You know.
Well, it also took place when Manny went into the fight with a fucked up shoulder. I mean, he knew his shoulder was fucked before that fight, and he just wanted that money and let's.
Rogan has speculated that if Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather had met earlier in their primes, the fight would have been explosive, dominating the internet, breaking records, and captivating millions worldwide. His remarks not only highlight his admiration for Pacquiao's skills, but also acknowledge the magnitude of his legacy. To Rogan, Pacquiao is more than a great boxer. He's a cultural phenomenon whose impact and success transcend the sport itself.
Some great fights never take place, or they take place too late, like Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. They fought too late. I mean, if that fight could have been arranged by Riyadh Season, they probably would have caught them both in their prime, and it would have been chaos.
Yeah, Manny was done before that ever
Yeah,
started.
and he also had a blown shoulder going into the fight.
Yeah.
He needed shoulder surgery before the fight even started.
Combat analyst Ryan Campbell offers an insightful take on Pacquiao's return at 46, noting the challenges of facing a younger, stronger champion like Mario Barrios. Drawing parallels to George Foreman's legendary comeback, Campbell argues that age isn't always a deciding factor in boxing. History has shown that veteran fighters can summon one last burst of greatness, delivering a single unforgettable performance that defies expectations.
8-division world champion. He'll be inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame next month. And then in July, BC is going to come out of retirement. Why now?
By the way, between those two dates, I believe he has an election coming up for a Senate position in the Philippines. So we always know that Manny is a busy man. He gets after it. He also dares to be great. And this is wild news. Look, in the boxing underground rumor mill, this had been floating around for a couple months. We just didn't know if it was going to be for real. Was Manny really going to commit to not just coming back after 4 years away, after just one fight in the last 6 years, at age 46, but to come back directly into a title fight against a young, in his prime, active champion, Mario Barrios? It's interesting theater, to say the least. It's a pay-per-view main event, reportedly for July 19th. And we know Manny Pacquiao has always brought big business, but now he's going to bring it in more of the late career George Foreman type of way to etch himself into that record book even further. Can Manny do it? I mean, look, the odds are certainly against him, but there's one thing about certain legends in this game. Think Bernard Hopkins, who fought into a very late age. Some of them, as long as they can physically get themselves into that ring, sometimes they can reproduce magic for one night. So it's a romantic situation. I got cats walking around.
Yep.
People are excited to see the Pac-Man back. You just got to kind of figure out, is this for real? Is he going to be for real? Or are we going to send him into a physical?
Campbell also assessed Pacquiao's current physical tools, acknowledging that while he is clearly past his prime, his speed still rivals that of many average fighters today. Though his explosiveness has waned, his hand speed and footwork continue to give him an edge over less skilled welterweights. The boxing world is split on what to expect for his upcoming fight. Some fans remain hopeful, trusting his instincts and ring IQ to deliver a strong showing, while others recall his last bout 5 years ago, which lacked his trademark dominance. This mix of optimism and skepticism reflects the uncertainty of his return, as respect for his legacy meets realistic expectations of his present abilities.
Manny Pacquiao against Mario Barrios fight is signed, done for July of 2025. Pacquiao is 46 years old. We haven't seen him in the ring in years. Are you cool with Pacquiao against Mario Barrios?
If I was cool with Manny Pacquiao coming back and fighting Keith Thurman, I'm definitely going to be cool with this one. Barrios is not a puncher. Thurman was one of the biggest punchers in boxing. I think he's going to be just fine.
If Pacquiao wants to come back as a Hall of Famer and fight one more time, whatever. He didn't look good against Yordenis Ugas, and that was 5 years ago. We've seen him in these exhibitions looking fleshy, to say the least. It's meaningless because if Barrios wins, he's never going to fight a Boots Ennis. If Pacquiao wins, he's not going to fight anybody ever again. So I'm kind of indifferent to the whole thing.
Speculation is growing that Pacquiao's fight against Mario Barrios may be just the opening move in a larger comeback plan, with rumors suggesting the win could pave the way for a high-profile clash against Gervonta Tank Davis. Many believe Barrios was strategically chosen as a winnable opponent, giving Pacquiao a chance to regain momentum, test his current form, and generate buzz for a bigger payday. This kind of calculated matchmaking is common in boxing comebacks, where the first fight often serves as both a measuring stick for returning legend abilities and a springboard for blockbuster opportunities.
So basically, your interpretation is that the boxing public is upset because they believe Pacquiao's going to beat Barrios, which is going to lead to a Tank Pacquiao fight?
Yes, look around. Look in the Discord. That's what everybody, Pac and Tank, that's being set up.
Oh,
Tank
so,
and Pac.
okay, so they saying Barrios is the setup for Tank and Pac. I didn't see that, but your argument makes sense. If he beats Barrios, there's nothing wrong with him fighting Tank. But the issue is he don't deserve the Barrios fight off of 3 years off and a loss to Ugas.
And that's Crimea River, man. That's what boxing is. But longer deserve a Canelo fight.
Gervonta Tank Davis has a 6 to 7 fight deal with the PBC and Amazon for $200 million. That's like $30 million a fight. All right. He also has a fight date for November. El Rayo team has said they're not fighting this year. So he's not the guy. So the question is, who is the guy who is willing to fight Tank by November and could build the fight into a fight worth $30 million? Y'all must be out y'all minds if y'all think that Manny Pacquiao versus Gervonta Tank Davis isn't a huge fight. That'll probably be his biggest fight ever. Y'all know that's a big fight because The boxing fan today, they know Tyson, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez. That's who they...
One of the most meaningful elements of Pacquiao's comeback is a pursuit of the WBC welterweight title, the very same belt he first won early in his career. This full-circle moment adds a poetic depth to his return, transforming it from just another fight into a symbolic quest to reclaim the championship that helped launch him to global stardom.
For your gloves, boxing fans, the rumors are true. Manny Pacquiao is stepping back into the ring. At 46 years old, the Filipino legend is taking on WBC welterweight champ Mario Barrios this July. But here's the kicker. Pacquiao's first world title was as a flyweight, and now he wants to retire as the WBC welterweight champ. Talk about a career comeback, but can the Pac-Man turn back time? He hasn't been in top form lately, while Barrios is coming off a tough draw. Will Pacquiao's experience triumph over youth, or is this one fight too far? Either way, July is shaping up to be an explosive month for boxing. Pacquiao's rolling the dice one last time. Will he make history as the oldest welterweight champ ever? Get ready for a showdown that'll have you on the edge of your seat.
Despite his age and time away from the ring, many experts and fans believe Pacquiao still has the tools to overcome Barrios. His legendary career, filled with victories over some of boxing's greatest champions, fuels the belief that he remains a dangerous and capable contender. A win wouldn't just add another chapter to his storied legacy, it could also silence critics who doubt whether he still belongs among the sports elite.
Manny Pacquiao to do something, any fighter to do incredible stuff, I will bet that Manny Pacquiao will be the guy. And that's why he's one of the GOATs of the sport of boxing, or probably the GOAT, arguably. All right? Manny Pacquiao could beat Mario Barrios. Now, Mario Barrios is good. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to, devalue Mario Barrios, but Manny Pacquiao is just a special fighter, special human being, a freak of nature. I do, and like I said in the beginning, if these guys could do it, I believe that Manny Pacquiao could do it. He lives a wholesome life. He lives a sober life. He doesn't party around and stuff like that unless he's with the wife. He's a family man. He's a God-fearing man. And look, just like George Foreman was a God-fearing man who was living a clean life and stuff like that.
Mario Barrios and his team are entering the fight with full seriousness and confidence, with his coach stating they are preparing as if facing Pacquiao in his prime, a clear sign of respect for the legendary Filipino boxer. Known for thriving on challenges and never backing down, Barrios sees this bout as a high-stakes test for both men, ensuring he will be fully motivated and ready for whatever Pacquiao brings to the ring.
They presented us, with this opportunity, and he said, you know what, I'll bite down for it one more time. And then from there, obviously we had a tough loss, but it was a competitive fight. And his first fight at 147 pounds, he goes on and takes on Keith Thurman. No tune-ups, no getting used to the thing. Goes at that point is about as good as you can get in the division, and took on that. So he takes on all comers, all challenges. His first world title against Batirov, the Russian, is about as tough as you could have done at the time. And so I think he's earned the right now to be in the biggest, best possible fights. And now it's going to be up to Al Heyman and Louis DeCubas Jr. on what they see is best and fit for his career, whether that's, Pacquiao, Spence, if that's a unification with Boots, Ennis. That'll be up to them. But I do know one thing about Mario Barrios.
Pacquiao's advisor, Sean Gibbons, revealed that the choice to face Mario Barrios was both purposeful and symbolic, as Barrios holds the WBC title, directly tying the fight to Pacquiao's historic legacy with the organization. Gibbons explained that reclaiming the WBC belt would serve as a powerful bookend to Pacquiao's legendary career, making this matchup more than just another fight, but a closing chapter in one of boxing's most remarkable stories.
We have Sean Gibbons here, Manny Pacquiao's right-hand man, advisor, head of MP Promotions. Sean, I know you spent a lot of time with Manny Pacquiao over recent weeks and months. There's a lot of conversations about Manny's comeback. What is the latest that you could offer, and the update around the potential matchup with Mario Barrios?
Well, the latest is Manny's fighting an exhibition on 28th in Japan. So, you don't want to really look past that. But if he's successful there, Mario Barrios. We've talked about Conor Benn, which I believe was a great fight. That would have been a tremendous fight. We could have done it in England. We could have done it in the U.S. We could have done it in Riyadh season. But the fact that he wasn't able to come off the suspension, that put the brakes on that. So that brought us to Mario Barrios. He's the WBC world champion. Manny's first belt ever, many years ago, was a WBC belt. So I think it would have been a great story and a very winnable fight.
Manny Pacquiao's career is nothing short of historic. With 12 major world titles and lineal championships in 4 weight classes from flyweight to super lightweight, he stands alone as the only boxer to win world titles across 4 decades, a testament to his unmatched longevity in the sport. Over his 25 pay-per-view bouts, Pacquiao has generated more than $1.22 billion in revenue, underscoring his enduring popularity and extraordinary drawing power.
List of top 25 Asian athletes of the 21st century. The 8th Division World Boxing Champ bested the likes of Chinese basketball icon Yao Ming and Japanese baseball superstar Ichiro Suzuki, who finished 2nd and 3rd respectively. Completing the top 5 are Korean football star Song Hong-min and Japanese-American Naomi Osaka. Also making the list, the Philippines' first ever Olympic gold medal winner, weightlifter Heidelin Diaz, and the PBA's 7-time PBA MVP, Junmar Fajardo.
The office of the Vice President confirms Sara Duterte is abroad on a personal trip.
In 2021, Manny Pacquiao retired from boxing to focus on his political career in the Philippines, running for president in 2022 but falling short. Despite the setback, he remained an influential public figure, serving as a senator and dedicating himself to numerous philanthropic efforts. While his retirement marked the end of a boxing era, it did not diminish his impact beyond the ring. His recent announcement of a return to boxing after years of inactivity shocked the sports world, catching both fans and experts by surprise.
2015, I remember that one. Pacquiao is now planning to run for president of his native Philippines this upcoming May. But Shannon, how will you remember Manny as a boxer?
Historically great fighter.
Good for you.
The only fighter to win 8 world titles. I mean, Skip, he started out boxing, he was 106 pounds, won a title at, I think, 112, and went all the way up to
108 first.
Went all the way up to 154.
It's impossible. It's just...
I don't believe, I feel very comfortable and said I don't believe we'll ever see that again, Skip.
We'll never see it again.
And it wasn't like he was fighting bums. When you go back and look at Marco Antonio Barrera and Eric Morales and Oscar Larios and De La Hoya and Hatton and Cotto, Margarita, Mosley, Timothy Bradley, Mayweather, Skip. I mean, what do you got to say? He was a champion in 4 different decades.
Yep.
Fighter of the year. First ballot Hall of Fame. He's great. He fought everybody.
WBC President Mauricio Suleiman confirmed that all necessary approvals were in place for Manny Pacquiao to once again compete for the welterweight title. However, the decision has not been without controversy. Critics warn that stepping into the ring at 46 carries significant risks, questioning whether Pacquiao's true motivation lies in cementing his legacy or in financial incentives. Many draw comparisons to Floyd Mayweather's recent exhibition bouts, with detractors suggesting the comeback feels more like a spectacle than a serious title quest. This split in opinion reflects the broader debate over aging legends returning to the sport, and the delicate balance between preserving a legacy and jeopardizing it.
WBC President Mauricio Suleiman has said Mario Barrios will face Manny Pacquiao this July. That's some crazy shit, bro. That's some crazy news. Manny Pacquiao is 46 years of age. He's making his return to the ring. And he said he wants to go out with a bang. He wants to finish his career as a champion. That's some crazy shit. Manny Pacquiao's professional record currently stands at 62 wins. 39 of those coming via knockout, 8 losses and 2 draws. Manny Pacquiao has one of the most impressive CVs in the sport of boxing. Just take a look at from 09, Ricky Hatton, all the way up until here. There's so many names: Timothy Bradley, Manuel Marquez, Shane Mosley, Joshua Cloteley, Miguel Cotto, Floyd Mayweather, Jesse Vargas. Like, there's so many names on this list. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a look at Mario Barrios' record. 29 wins, 18 of those coming via knockout, 2 losses and 1 draw on his resume. What do I make of this fight? I don't know, you know. I mean, listen, this is a young man's sport. I asked myself, Manny Pacquiao, why do you want to come back and fight a younger fighter? You know what I mean? Mario Barrios, who is the current champion, the WBC champion. Why? What have you got to prove? You've proven everything throughout your career. So I don't know what to say, but anyways, let me know in the comment section what you guys think, and watch a clip of the president of WBC, Mauricio Suleiman, talk about this.
As of now, Mario Barrios is the WBC champion. So who is he mandated to fight next? Do you have made that decision yet?
Well, at this time, Mario Barrios is going to fight Manny Pacquiao in July.
he wants to retire as WBC champion, so he's fighting in the welterweight division.
Why does he come out of retirement and get a WBC title shot in his first fight?
Because it's something that WBC has respected. Sugar Ray Leonard was retired 4 years when he requested to fight Marvin Hagler and defeated Hagler. So we do have that provision in the rules. A legendary champion with the credentials such as Manny Pacquiao. He has been medically cleared, licensed by Nevada, so we have voted in favor to allow that fight to happen.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates, and we'll see you next time.